Hi, Katie. It's Fancy, and I read that you're working with points of emphasis and gradation. You're concerned about the lighter values, and you're also concerned about this area here. And I think those are all valid concerns. I'm glad that you can identify those on your own. The first thing we want to look at to see if you have straight shots. So you do between the magenta and the orange and the yellow. And then you've also tried to align the yellow green to cyan, and you've also tried to align the cyan, the purple, and the cyan magenta. But you're not getting the feeling of transparencies. Maybe a little bit here because these lighter values of orange and yellow still communicate the basic hue family, that this is yellow, this is orange. So you are getting a transition here, but you're not getting kind of a transition or transparency here or here. These lighter values are tending to separate um, the hue families where they meet, and they're not meeting in those middle values or those values that communicate what the hue family is. So you don't have vanishing boundaries per se. So that aspect of the design is not working. Also, it's not unified. So here you've got a point of emphasis that's using three different hue families, and here these points of emphasis are just using a single hue family, so they're not unifying in that way either. And then you have kind of these leftover spaces that you've just filled with kind of a gradation. So they don't unify with the rest of the design either. So you've got some, you know, real issues with the design that you need to work through. Um, so let me know your thoughts on that. Take a look at some of the other examples that are kind of using this particular strategy. You could combine, you know, all 6 hues within a single point of emphasis, and then to hold the composition together, repeat that point of emphasis. So you would want to make sure that your vanishing boundaries are happening within all hues, within the every point of emphasis. So like here, look at that lovely vanishing boundary. I can't even see that place where this green and this blue come together, or here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Um, so that works really well, but here you can see definite boundaries. So you don't have vanishing boundaries here. Um, this one works really well, but it starts to separate here. So you have to go back and look at your scale um, when you see these kind of issues arise. So let me know your thoughts. We're down to the wire now, and you know, it's a big assignment. And if you feel more comfortable turning it in tomorrow during the late submission date, you might have less points off than if you submitted it today.